Hello. Let's see. I want to make sure I know where I'm looking. I should be looking right here. Welcome to the beautiful Pacific Northwest. We are currently on Vashon Island. And if you can see just beyond my shoulder over here, there is snow outside. Quite a bit of snow. I would say, what did I hear? 10 to 11 inches. So it's kind of like the East Coast, it feels like. And I've been staying put all day just prepping for this live stream performance. I can see Clay Lewis is already commenting snowy cabin lifestyle. Yes, so for those of you who don't know, I'm living with my family currently, but I'm spending a lot of my time in this cabin right here. It's literally a stone's throw away from my parents' house, which is just back there. So it's nice to have some respite a lot of times and hang out. But hopefully you're seeing this, and this is posted live on Facebook and not just in the event page. So let me know if that's an issue, and we'll try to solve that problem. But I want to start playing some music because that's what I came here to do. And so I'm going to start off with a song by one of my favorite bands called Trout Fishing in America. And, you know, I've known this song for probably 25 years or more, something like that. And just in the last month or so, I would say I decided I wanted to learn it. And as many of you know, I work with children. And one thing that I realize about a lot of kids is that they like to be picked up and carried. And so when I think of this song, I think about that. And this song is called Carry Me. Pick me up, come on, carry me. I'm too tired to go on. Pick me up, come on, carry me. Your arms are just where I belong. Let's pretend that you're a boat sailing on the sea, and I am a sailor, as weary can be. Pick me up, come on, carry me. I'm too tired to go on. Pick me up, come on, carry me. Your arms are just where I belong. Let's pretend that you're a camel out upon the burning sand, and I am a traveler who needs a helping hand. I kinda stole a wagon with cover from the sun, and I am a pioneer, California, here I come. Pick me up, come on, carry me. I'm too tired to go on. Pick me up, come on, carry me. Your arms are just where I belong. Pick me up, come on, carry me. I'm too tired to go on. Pick me up, come on, carry me. Your arms are just where I belong. Your arms are just where I belong. All right, I'm starting to see some faces popping up here, some hearts going off, smiley faces, other emojis. I thank you for joining in tonight. It's It's 5 o'clock here. I don't have a watch. I pretend to look like I have a watch. But it's 5 o'clock here in the Northwest. So that means it's probably 8 o'clock on the East Coast and something o'clock elsewhere. If I haven't mentioned yet, this is a cabin that I'm staying in, and so we're heated by a wood stove in here. So I've got a good fire cranking right in this spot over here. And so I'm probably going to be sweating profusely here in a matter of minutes. So don't mind me, but I'm comfortable. 7 p.m. in Nashville, Clay says. Oh, you guys are in Central Time? I guess so. So what I always say is that I like to see people comment on these live streams. Get involved, introduce yourselves to my friends. I don't care. It's fine. If you have a request, I might do it. I might not. I can't promise that I will, but I might take one later on. But I want to continue with what I got going right now. So this next song is one that I've been playing for a bunch of years. And this guy's name is Fred Small. I think he's in Cambridge, Massachusetts, last I checked. And I remember my parents playing his music for me, I guess, and our family when I was a young kid. And let's see. I'm just scrolling here because I feel like some people are having a hard time viewing the event. Can everybody see this event page fine, see this live stream fine, even if you're not part of the event page? I feel like that might be an issue. I tried to make it not an issue, but anyway, I want to continue with the music. This is a song that is about a retired football player, and then I think he turned into a coach, and like I said, he retired and then kind of became a bus driver, and that's kind of the way that I perceived it. Anyway, the song's called Jimmy Come Lately. I pull out the choke, pump hard on the gas. Oh, this wheezing old bus is complaining. Dungeness winter is blowing its last. It's cold, but for once it's not raining. Good morning, Jennifer, welcome aboard. That's a handsome new jacket you're wearing. Now hustle up, Carrie, I'm closing the door, and I'll ask you to knock off the swearing. And it's Jimmy come lately to Lost Mountain Road. The fog from the bay will be clearing. I'm crossing Dean Creek with a 30 kid load, and I'd rather be nowhere but here. I can still smell the sweat, hear the cry of the crowd and the team on the magazine covers. My wallet was thick, the airports were loud, till the Monday I knew it was over. My back had gone out, and I lay awake nights as I diagrammed a blaze on the ceiling. All the motel room calls to my long-distance wife made me feel like a junkie caught stealing. And it's Jimmy come lately to Lost Mountain Road. The fog from the bay will be clearing. I'm crossing Dean Creek with a 30 kid load, and I'd rather be nowhere but here. I've seen TV lights turn a good coach me, seen the pressure break a family apart. I grabbed for the glory, I wore the gold ring, and I barely escaped with my heart. Now Patrick Delaney, I've seen the kid play. He's got the moves and the shooting. He's already talking about UCLA, while the agents line up for the looting. And it's Jimmy come lately to Lost Mountain Road. The fog from the bay will be clearing. I'm crossing Dean Creek with a 30 kid load, and I'd rather be nowhere but here. Mary and me, we're a comfortable fit, and the ocean here's running with salmon. The evenings we take a long walk on the spit, and Sundays sometimes we go clamming, and they still make me offers, and I just turn them down. It's a wonder they bother to find me. Olives of Alvaro and Lewis and Brown, the wonders that I left behind me. And it's Jimmy come lately to Lost Mountain Road. The fog from the bay will be clearing. I'm crossing Dean Creek with a 30-kid load, and I'd rather be nowhere but here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we continue here, I'm just going to comment on the post that the post that I made earlier, just so that people can really tune in. Yeah, Facebook makes it really weird these days with streaming live, I feel like. Maybe I shouldn't have made an event page, because I feel like when I did that back in Rhode Island, you could only view it through the event page and not through live. So people are saying that the audio and visual are good, which is great, but I just want to make sure that people are trying to tune in and can actually view this. So hopefully you're all here. Please give a shout out. Say who you are. I see at least 15 people are watching, so I want to know who those 15 people are. I can't figure out just by looking at the numbers, so introduce yourselves. Even if you're shy. I'm shy, but I want to hear everybody. But I want to keep moving along. So this is a band that I've known for, 20 years. Does anybody remember the movie Angus from the 1990s? Because that was one of my favorite movies as a teenager. And part of the reason why it was one of my favorite movies is because it had a killer soundtrack. Like a really nice soundtrack full of rock bands from the 90s that I liked at the time, and some of them I still do like. But one band and song that I really liked and appreciated was a band called Love Spit Love. And I believe they were part of either the Smithereens or something else. I can't remember, but I don't know. Anyway, they were short-lived, and I think they were from England or something like that. But they had this song called Am I Wrong that just really is awesome. And I've been playing, it was one of the very, very first songs from when I first started playing guitar. And I still enjoy playing it from time to time. So this is Am I Wrong by Love Spit Love. There's too much that I keep to myself, and I turn my back on my faith. It's like glass when we break. I wish no one in my place. And I've seen you don't need their seeds when their dirt goes in deep, and I'm lost in sleep. I can't stay in this place. I can't stand when the room turns round on my face. You give no guarantees. There's no promise I can keep. I can't stand, I can't see my way. I feel blind on my feet. I can't stay too long. Am I wrong? Goodbye, lay the blame on luck. 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 I'm so tired of my mood and sleep comes with a knife, fork, and a spoon. You're so pale in your face, you let life get in your way. And I've seen you don't need their seats when their turn goes in deep. And I'm lost in sleep, am I wrong? Goodbye, lay the blame on luck. 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 All right. I got a little distracted there during that song because like all of a sudden this plethora of comments were coming through. Everybody's introducing themselves and chatting with themselves. I'm just going to push this button right here. Boop. I approve. That makes me happy. So yeah, I really like that song. And I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I mentioned my family is in the house back there covered in snow. They're all huddled around a laptop right now, I'm pretty sure. And so I just want to give a shout out saying, hi, Mom and Dad and Alex. Love you guys, and thank you for being so supportive and for tuning in tonight. And thank you to everybody else that's watching. This is a lot of fun. I've missed doing this, and it's a great thrill. I was reminded that tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I didn't prepare any Valentine's-related songs because, frankly, I don't think there are many that out there. But there are a few songs that are certainly love songs and could be conceived as Valentine-related songs. And so this is kind of one that I had in mind. And this was a song, Dan Pond, if you're watching right now, please comment about this. We saw They Might Be Giants last year in Providence, which was a fantastic, amazing show. And I'm pretty sure they played this song, but it was actually written by a band called Cub from Vancouver, Canada, just north of here. Yeah, kind of a love-inspired song, Valentine's, if you will. And the song is called New York City. You called me last night on the telephone, and I was glad to hear from you, 'cause I was all alone. You said it's snowing, God, I hate this weather. Now I walk through blizzards just to get us back together. We met in the springtime at a rock and roll show. It was on the Bowery when it was time to go. We kissed on the subway in the middle of the night. I held your hand, you held mine. It was the best night of my life. Because everyone's your friend in New York City, and everything looks beautiful when you're young and pretty. The streets are paved with diamonds, and there's just so much to see. But the best thing about New York City is you and me. Statue of Liberty, Staten Island Ferry, Co-op City, Cats and Tiffany, Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge, the Empire State where King Kong lived, Coney Island and Times Square, Rockefeller Center, wish I was there. You wrote me a letter just the other day, said springtime is coming soon, so why don't you come to stay? I packed my stuff, got on the bus, I can't believe it's true. I'm 3 days from New York City and I'm 3 days from you. Because everyone's your friend in New York City, and everything looks beautiful when you're young and pretty. The streets are paved with diamonds and there's just so much to see. But the best thing about New York City is you and me. Because everyone's my friend in New York City, and everything looks beautiful when you're young and pretty. Streets are paved with diamonds and there's just so much to see. But the best thing about New York City is you and me. Tan Pond. No, I'm not in my island cabin in Maine. I'm in Washington State. I have not been to the East Coast in 2.5 months now. Some of you guys crack me up, man. You guys are funny people. Well, I think I want to do, let's see. I got a couple more songs here, and then maybe I'll open it up for a request if you're watching, if you have a request. But I want to do this one right now. And it's, I don't know if some of you are fans or not, but I am a big Chris Cornell fan, and I have been for quite a while. Namely, a lot of his work with Soundgarden, and a little bit of his work with Audioslave, and definitely some of his solo material. And I think, as many of you know, he sadly passed away close to 4 years ago now. And I'm not normally moved by the passing of a celebrity, but this one really hit me hard. And the very first song that I heard after I heard of his passing was this one I'm about to play. And I decided that, you know what, I want to learn it and play it to honor him. So I'm going to do that. And this, I think he initially recorded it with Audioslave, and then I know he played it a lot as a solo acoustic artist as well. This is the song called Doesn't Remind Me. I walk the streets of Japan till I get lost, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. With a graveyard tan, carrying a cross, yeah, it doesn't remind me of anything. I like studying faces, parking lots, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like driving backwards in the fall, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. Things that I've loved, things that I've lost, things I've held sacred that I dropped. I won't lie no more, you can bet. Don't want to learn what I'll need to forget. I like gypsy malls, radio talk, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like gospel music, canned applause, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like colorful clothing in the sun, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like hammering nails, speaking in tongues, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. Things that I've loved, things that I've lost, things I've held sacred that I dropped. I won't lie no more, you can bet. Don't want to learn what I'll need. Bend and shape me, I love the way you are. Slow and sweetly, like never before. Calm and sleeping, we won't stir up the past. So discreetly, we won't look back. Things that I've loved, things that I've lost, things I've held sacred that I dropped. I won't lie no more, you can bet. Don't want to learn what I'll need. I like throwing my voice, breaking guitars, 'cause it doesn't remind me of anything. I like playing in the sand, what's mine is ours, as if it doesn't remind me of anything. All right. So, let's see. I have 3 more tunes I think I want to do that I haven't done. But I did see Terry requested a song, and I wasn't going to do this song this night. Sometimes I feel like I sing songs too frequently, but you guys like this song. This is an audience participation song, and folks like it. It's written by Jon Gailmor from Vermont. Huge inspiration on me and a dear friend. And your part is easy. You know what's coming, Alex. You know what's coming. Your part is dirt, but you gotta sing it loud and obnoxiously, like dirt. So when your part comes, that's what you gotta shout. Daddy's on the brink of a dry martini. Mama's just an old-fashioned girl. Uncle Pete's a sucker for a straight-up stinger, and Granny is a going pink squirrel. Well, I'm faced with a family of guzzling guppies. Even my dog gets his licks. They all call me nuts not to want some. Geez, I just turned 6. Give me dirt. I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie a la mode. Dirt. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Normal kids go for the G.I. Joe games. I never went for green. Then there's those sliding into snow games, cold and a little too clean. Me, I'm working out in my big old sandbox, getting my sculpture done. Michelangelo might have made more money, but he never had this much fun. Slinging dirt, I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie a la mode, dirt. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Now, rosemary grows very well in the dirt, but just never in the soil when she's wearing a skirt. Sunflowers tower in it. How about suns? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? You can dig it. You can dig it. Dirt. I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie a la mode. Dirt. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Deck my pants with mud March 30. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be dirty. Fa la 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 la. All around me folks are moving. Fa la 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 la. Earth forever I am hoping. Fa la la, slinging dirt. I can rock and roll around in mud pie a la mode. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Sling it to me one time, dirt. I can rock and roll around in mud pie a la mode. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Said I'm a day crawler. Yeah, I'm a day crawler. People want to be in my video. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. And then I saw Nathan wants to hear 999. I'm more than happy to play that song. Yeah. This was the very, 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 very first song I ever learned on guitar. And it was written by one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Chris Ballou, a.k.a. Caspar Babypants, a.k.a. the lead singer, former lead singer of the Presidents of the United States of America, right here from Seattle, Washington. Anyway, this song is about a little neglected bear, and you know, all sorts of awful things happen to him, but he ends up okay in the end, I think. And it's called 999. I am a little bear, so cute with fuzzy hair. Once upon a time I was so nice. Now I'm loved and hugged no more, and I'm stuck here at this store. $9.99 is my new price. I used to hang around, all glossy black and brown, in a high-rise apartment, oh so fancy. But I lost my button eye and began to slowly die. Now it's up to you to bring me mercy. This little soul of mine is $9.99. If you've got some friend, then you can fix me. I'm torn and old and pale, and and I am for sale. What I need is for someone to pick me. I was put out with the trash, with the fireplace ash, torn, dirty, and cleaned out of luck. But the garbage men were kind, and they sewed up my behind, put me on the grill of their truck. I lived there for a year and shed so many tears. Once upon a time I was so nice. But the only single way I'll ride home with you today is if you're desperate for a fare that's sick and tired. This little soul of mine is $9.99. And if you've got some thread, then you can fix me. I'm torn and old and pale, and I am for sale. What I need is for someone to pick me. That's just what you did. You saved me, little kid. You saw that I had stories left to tell. Now your mom is getting used to although she is confused by a slightly stinky old bear smell. P.U. This little soul of mine is $9.99. If you've got some thread, then you can fix me. I'm torn and old and pale, and I am for sale. What I need is for someone. What I need is for someone. What I need is for someone to pick me. Gotta laugh at myself sometimes. I haven't sung that in a very, very long time. That was a lot of fun. So I see that people are requesting to be tagged in this video, this live stream, and I'm trying to approve your requests, and it's not working. So I'm sorry. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know what to do, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. But I will say that we're nearing that time of the program where I've got 2 songs, I can count, 2 songs left. This first one is a bit of a rocker, and it could also be, I guess, somewhat of a love song, Valentine's related song in a different sense. But I learned it from several of my favorite artists, but it was originally written by a band called Little Feat, and the song is called Dixie Chicken, and I'm going to try my best on this one. Well, I've seen the bright lights from Memphis, the Commodore Hotel. Underneath the street lamp, I met a Southern belle. Yeah, well, she took me to the river where she cast her spell. In that southern moonlight, she sang this song so well. Yeah, will you be my Dixie chicken? I'll be your Tennessee lamb. We can walk together down in Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Love, love, love. Well, we made all the hot spots, and my money flowed like wine. Then that low down southern whiskey began to cloud my mind, and I don't remember church bells or the money I put down out on the white picket fence and boardwalk on the house at the edge of town. Yeah, but boy, when I remember all the strain of her refrain and the nights we spent together and the way she called my name. Yeah, will you be my Dixie chicken? And I'll be your Tennessee lamb. We can walk together down in Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Love, love, love. Well, it's been a year since she went away. Guess that guitar picker sure could play. She always liked to sing along. She was handy with a song. But then one night in the lobby, yeah, of the Commodore Hotel, a chance to meet a bartender He said he knew her well, and as he handed me a light, he began to hum a song, and all the boys down at the bar began to sing along. Well, will you be my Dixie chicken, and I'll be your Tennessee lamb. We can walk together down in Dixieland, down in Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Most of it, got most of it. Those leads at the beginning, I was working on, tried them, but you know, practices makes perfect, so maybe next time, right? Once again, I want to thank you all for being here. This has been a real treat for me, and let's see. I always try to save one of the best songs for last, and it's time to be a little silly, and it's also another chance for audience participation. But before I get into this song, I should just note that my mom has been singing this song pretty much non-stop for the last week plus. Like, she has mentioned to me every day that it's been in her head. She's woke up in the middle of the night and hummed it to herself, probably annoying my dad. She hasn't annoyed me too much, but I just find it hysterical that of all songs, this is the one that she's got in her head. But like I said, this is an audience participation song, and it's a bit of a tongue twister song too. I will point out when it's your turn to participate and sing with me. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a song called Proper Cup of Coffee, and I learned it through my favorite band. One of my favorite bands. Should I be clear on that? One of my favorite bands called Trout Fishing in America. Here we go. A sultan sat on his oriental mat in his harem in downtown Persia. He took a sip of coffee, just a drip, and he said to his servant, Kursia. Ah, Kursia, 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 that's the worst cup of coffee in Persia. 'Cause... Now, if you don't know the words, listen up, because this is the part that I want you to sing properly. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pots, sent in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Yeah, good. In days of old, when knights and men were bold and whiskey was much cheaper, Dick Turpin rode to a coffee shop and showed his pistols to the keeper. He says, stand and deliver! Can't you see that I'm old equipper? 'Cause, help me out now. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pots, sent in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Dum ba dum bum 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 ba ba dum bum ba ba dum ba ba. When Bonaparte found that he was in the cart and he lost that Waterloo fight, he gave his sword to Wellington, my lord, and he said, those British get to fight. Now you've had your Waterloo, sir. Tell me what in the heaven with you, sir. Eller winters a pippy kippy kip, admitted a pippy kippy kip pit pit. It may be admitted, better win a pippy kippy in a pippy kippy pit. In kippy pit, sent in kippy pits, they are no use to me. If I can't tip a pippy kippy kippy in a pippy kippy kippy pit, a pippy kippy tea. Now King Solomon and his spoon would carry on, so we heard in the ancient scandals. He bought her lots of silver coffee pots with diamond legs and handles. And said the Queen of Sheba, I'd rather have any old Sheba. 'Cause... Help me out last time here. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pots, sent in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pot, cents in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pot, cents in coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Sorry if you're just joining at the end here, folks. Hopefully this will be available on Facebook. If not, I will post it to YouTube. But thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your long weekend. Good night.